Hello and welcome to VI Network. In this video, we will explore the topmost layer of the TCP IP model, the application layer. Whether you are CCNA student or just curious about the internet communication works, this is a layer you must understand. Why use a postal service analogy? The internet is like a giant global postal system methodology delivering message and information across the content, just as the data traveling through multiple structure step from sender to received. Data travels the various layer of the TCP IP model. These familiar real world analogies help understand complex network concept by relating abstract digital process to the tangible step by step journey of the latter. We can better understand how our online interaction seamlessly functions. The TCP/IP model consists of four layers: the application layer, transport layer, internet layer, network access layer. Among these, the application layer side is the top and is the part of the model that directly interact with the user application like browser, email, client, and more. What is the application layer? The application layer provide network service directly to user application. It's important to note this layer doesn't include in the application software itself, but rather the protocol that support them. In the TCP/IP model, this layer combine the role of the three OSI layer: application, presentation, and session. The key function of the application layer: the providing the network access to application, formatting and presenting data correctly, starting and managing client server communication, user authentication, and access control. In short, is act as a bridge between the software application and the network. Like the example is the imaging you're writing a letter, you focus on the message content and the receipt address without need to know the postal service and internal logistics. Similarly, in the TCP/IP model, the application layer is a where user application in the like the web browser, email client, or video conferencing tool creating and receiving data. The layer defines the communication protocol used by applications such as HTTP, HTTPS for web browsing, or SMTP for email. It's a slowly concerned with the content and purpose of the message, much like the text within your letter. Role and core function: data formatting, communication intention, access control. Ensure the data is present in a format understandable both the sending and receiving application. Manage the essential and transmission of communication session between application. Access control is a determine how the application can access the network resource and services. This layer handle how application like web browsers and email client intend and manage communication over the network, ensuring the smooth data exchange. Key protocol: web file service. The application will host and variety of the protocol essential for the everyday internet use. Is the HTTP. HTTP is the backbone of the World Wide web used for the retrieving web page and other resources. HTTP adds layers, encryption, secure browsing. FTP, SMTP protocol for transferring file between the computer on a network. SMTP providing the secure transaction capability of such as example, like as a other example is HTTP, and HTTP is used for the browsing the web. FTP, SMTP for transferring the file. SMTP, IMA for sending and receiving emails. DNS is the convert domain name into IP address. A DHCP automatically assign IP addresses. The protocol is essential daily internet activity and operate within the application layer. The real world access in the website. Let's stress how the application layers functionalities your everyday web browsing. You launch your browser. Second of you enter the web address like a example.com, like is a www.google.com. DNS resolve the domain. The DNS translate example.com to into the corresponding IP address. HTTP request. Your browser send a HTTP get the request the server's IP address and server respond. The web server protocol request and send the website content back via HTTP either like as a HTML page. All these steps from the translating domain handling the request and response are architected by the protocol within the application layer. TCP IP with the OSI application layer is the differences. The OSI model separate application related to function into three distant layers: is the application layer, presentation layer, session layer. This content TCP is simplified by the considering this function into single is application. This consolidated in the TCP IP, providing a more streamlined and practical approach to network. Let's recap the overview. The application layer is your direct internet to network, making complex internet service accessible to everyday application. The application layer service is the interface between user, application, and the network. It supports essential protocol the HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SFTP, DNS, and SMTP. It's managing the data formatting, communication, intelligence, and access the control for the service. This layer is a fundamental to how your application seamlessly internet with the services. In the OSI model, three separate layer. It already I explained the summary. So in summary, the application layer is the user-facing part of the TCP IP model and the enable application to communicate over the network and they use well-known protocol like HTTP, FTP, SMTP, DNS. Sub of the CCNA exam answer question is comment your answer below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the more networking tutorial from the Visecure network.